Yeah, I think I can. Oh, he got it on the egg. He got it on the egg, James. Oh, it's a brown. Look at that, exactly what I was hoping for. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Wyatt Weaver. My brother James Weaver, he's behind the camera. And right now what we're doing is a series, YouTube series called All County Tour. And what that essentially is we fly fish or fish in every county in the state of Pennsylvania. So there's 67 counties across this beautiful state. And right now we are on county number 4. Mifflin, Pennsylvania is where we're headed today. We don't know much about Mifflin, Pennsylvania other than what my brother has told me, and he said he's fished a section of water already in this county about 6 months ago and did pretty well. So I don't know what the fishing is gonna be like. I would suspect that the fish might be a little bit hesitant wanting to feed, but I think if we take our time and maybe fish the holes thoroughly and fish slow, we can get on some fish. What do you say, James? I
think we can do it.
You think you can do it? All right, well, we'll see you guys down at the river, and I think it's gonna be a blast. Well, we kind of got ourselves in a little situation here. I did, anyways. Is outside of fly fishing gear, we need waders and wading boots, but I forgot my boots. So I wouldn't recommend in this cold temperature to wade without anything. I'm wearing my moccasins. Right, it's not exactly wading permitted. Before we get to the stream, we're gonna try to find like a store real quickly and pick up some boots or something super small. And if anybody knows me, they know that I always forget something. It's a life of traveling on the road. Always maybe have a checklist of something so you don't forget it. But looks like we're in good shape. We got them. Found yourself a nice. Oh, I mean, this is prime. I don't even know if these are guys or girls. I really don't. But the men's just got lucky. This could be the next level wading boot right here. It's a lot. But they'll work. They'll work. That's all we need. Dude, the sun's coming out. It feels kind of nice. That's needed, dude. I'm gonna pour a little more. That's good stuff. Be good to go. How far is the walk, James?
It's about a mile stretch we can fish.
Okay. Do you want to walk all the way down there first?
I'd say it's a good idea. We walk down and then work our way back.
Okay. All right, guys. Welcome back here. We're kind of making our way to the trail right now. This little walkway that we're on is really, really nice. It's kind of something that makes it more convenient, makes it really convenient actually for a lot of hikers to hike through. I don't know much about the waterway that we're fishing right now other than driving by and noticed that it was kind of quite big. And you know, other than that, James, do you know much about this waterway? Like what kind of fish are we going after today?
Going after mainly wild browns.
Wild browns?
I did catch a wild rainbow in here, but it's not labeled wild rainbow streak.
Okay. Why don't you tell me that they stock somewhere around?
I forget exactly where it is, but I think it's either the upper or lower reaches. Okay,
so hypothetically speaking, we might be able to get into a couple trout that are pulled up from other waterways into this section of river that are a little bit bigger than just a typical wild trout. Full day to be out. It's about 35 degrees out right now. It's 10 o'clock. The sun's just breaking the sky. So far, Mifflin has far exceeded my expectations of a great place to fly fish, even if I haven't even started fishing yet. This is beautiful. I mean, there's like nobody. An hour and a half from home.
Yeah.
Hour and a half. That's awesome.
And in the warmer time of the year, get up early.
Hit it up all day or something.
Hit it up all day or something. Yeah. You really get to know the stream, baby.
One thing we're gonna have to deal with in this kind of day of fishing is the highway. There's a highway right along this road, and so the noise might be a bit annoying for you guys at times. So just bear with us. You'll hear a little bit of it, but I think we'll get some action. Pretty fast, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fast.
Something we noticed right away is this body of water is a little bit faster than obviously a smaller stream. And so we immediately jumped our strike indicators and also added some more weight. Instead of adding a bead to mine, another like a little sinker, I just added another nymph, a beadhead nymph. I have a beadhead pheasant tail on. James is using a green weenie with a nice size sinker on it. I have to be kind of careful in this water. It drops down so fast. Know what I just caught? It was out right in the middle, James. Whatever it is, I have no idea. Oh, it's a nice trout. All right. Yeah, I just hooked up. I have no idea what I caught it on. It could be on the egg pattern, but James, it was right out in the middle. Yeah, I think I can. Oh, he got it on the egg. He got it on the egg, James. Oh, it's a brown. Look at that, exactly what I was hoping for. It's exactly what I was hoping for. Going after them spawning brown trout on the egg, dude. That is so cool. James and I were just talking. He said, hey, this is the spawn. Why don't we just try an egg pattern? And so one of us go ahead and threw an egg pattern on, and that's about the fifth solid cast of the egg pattern. That could be, James, that could be a pattern. But he loved that thing. All right, let's get a picture. Oh, all right, guys, let's go for the release here. And there he goes. We got one, brother. That's
yes,
so
sir.
Cool. That's so cool. My hands are very, very cold right now. It's not even that cold outside, just the water, everything put together, the adrenaline, makes your hands all numb, gets you all excited, gets your blood pumping. But dude, that was the fifth cast with that egg pattern in the material. Let me just show you guys what I'm using here. Just a simple pink speck. And I just threw these in the bag last night. You know, I was like, you know what? It might just work out a little bit. And sure enough, it works. So, sweet. And then on top I have a little homemade hare's ear that could pick out something that helps you get down a little bit farther. So, James, you want an egg pattern? Maybe. We'll see if we can catch another one on it, and then we'll switch over to an egg.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Totally chilled. Oh, I thought that was a trout. Dang it. Dude, I was fired up, man. Shucks. Let's see if we can get that out. All right, guys, well, I'm gonna be completely honest with you, it's been pretty tough today. James and I only caught one and landed one. I ended up hooking one way downstream, hooked one, and I guess with the rapids and all that stuff, it came right off. And unfortunately, we haven't had any more bites other than those two that for sure bites, and those two that we had on camera. But James is right now behind me fishing a hole, one of the last holes at these spots. And that being said, as we wrap up this hole, wrap up this stretch of water behind us, we came to the conclusion what we might end up doing is going in ahead and finding and moving our way upriver to the headwaters of this stretch where other tributaries start coming in. The reason for that is right now during the spawn, there's a lot of brown trout per se that move upriver to the headwaters to spawn, just like salmon do in New York and like coming out of Lake Erie, Lake Ontario. They move to those creeks and start going upriver and upriver and upriver looking for a place to spawn. And so maybe that's why we're not catching a lot of fish. I don't know. But tell you what, one thing we're gonna look at and to see is if there is any other small tributaries that we can go ahead and go to and hopefully find where the higher population of these trout are at. Or at least fish that would want to bite. Maybe hopefully, fingers crossed, see you guys back at the truck and find maybe a smaller tributary where we have a little bit more success. All right, man, new body of water, what are you tying on?
I'm gonna go back to the green weenie.
Going back to the green weenie, very cool. Because you ended that last thing with what dry fly were you using?
I'm not really sure, but I was supposed to be a sulfur.
A sulfur was supposed to be?
You know, I just picked something yellow because I don't know what a sulfur fly looks like.
Yeah. Cool.
I'm assuming a sulfur fly is yellow.
Yeah, well that might be why it's called sulfur fly. Well hey, maybe this green weenie's gonna work.
Yeah,
you know? It's 3:30 right now, so I don't know how long we're gonna fish yet. I'd imagine maybe 2 hours, an hour and a half, hour. And it's hard to say, but it really all depends on the fishing. You know, if we go down there and catch 5 fish right away, well then we'll pack up and go. You know, it's still Sunday, so can't exactly be out here all day. We're just out here having fun, and it's a challenge each time you come out here. It's an absolute challenge. We're learning, we're having a fun time doing it. So I have a egg pattern tied on, the same one I used to catch that nice brown trout. It's nothing special, but it's a simple egg imitator. This creek is interesting. It's kind of like in the middle of agricultural land. We saw online though, there was this one big trout online that was pulled out of here. I don't know if it was legitimately pulled out of this creek or it just said it was, so we'll see. Oh, was that a fish? That was a fish.
Yeah, that was a fish.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm excited now. You felt him pull back?
Yeah, I felt it pull exactly.
Dude, that's so cool. This might actually be interesting here, guys. Wow. Every year at the end of November, there's a special day. A day we call Thanksgiving. A day filled with great meals and shared moments of appreciation in our lives. And today is that day. So what I thought would be great is to share this week's Bible verse from something to be thankful for. 1 Chronicles 16:34 says, "Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His love endures forever." These words are from a section said by King David, a man after God's own heart, told to his associates on praising God in a certain manner. And those words said by him can still be used today. So the next time you go into prayer, before a meal or throughout your day, don't forget that simple thanks, for he is good. Alrighty guys, well the day has come to an end. I just want to recap a couple things with you guys and explain maybe kind of how tough this day actually was. It's kind of learning curve. Of course, when you're out here, you're trying to figure out what to do. You're trying to figure out what streams to research and what baits are good universal baits to throw in a stream you've never fished before, and try to catch a couple fish. It doesn't always work out that way, as proven today. When we came to a stretch that James had previously fished. He fished maybe a couple holes and caught some good amount of fish. We went there because we thought it would produce a lot of fish, and quite frankly, there's probably a lot of fish in that stream. However, some days things just don't work out. You could be the best trout fisherman, fly fisherman in the world. It doesn't mean you're gonna have good days each time. It doesn't mean you're gonna catch fish. James and I are not that great of fly fishermen, but we can go to a place and typically catch a fish. That's our goal, is to catch one fish, and we did that. You know, always we want to catch a little bit more fish than one, but one fish was the goal, and we did that. If you guys want to follow along with this fly fishing tour, all county tour across the state of Pennsylvania, go ahead and click that subscribe button bottom right hand corner, and also that like button, so I know that you guys are enjoying it. And if you have ever fished in Pennsylvania, fly fish in Pennsylvania, write down in the comments what county you love fly fishing in. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a great day.